feel good today. What's good, everybody? It's Friday, September 22nd, 2023. This is your daily sports betting brand of record. All of our odds are presented by our incredible partners, the king of all sports books, BetMGM. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it is not close. Now, Taylor in the chat said it best. We had our chances with those Kittle touchdowns, kind of frustrating night with props. Giants were terrible at keeping possession of the ball, which kind of threw a lot off last night on Thursday Night Football. But we still had a winning night. That's a positive. Who knew that the 49ers were going to open up their offense? Who knew that the Giants simply cannot tackle? Use that information moving forward. We have an incredibly busy weekend here at the brand. But for anybody that's new to our brand, you've arrived at just the right time. This is a very special day. We like to reward everybody for working hard 9 to 5 every single day. And you arrive here because it's fun. You arrive here because we have the best in the business. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one and the only Big Pick Energy Friday. Are you kidding me right now? This is my crew. The sniper is here. The counselor is here. Buckets is back. And ladies and gentlemen, the man, the reason we call this show Big Pick Energy Friday. Please welcome the one and only Chip Patterson. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Sniper. Good morning, Buckets. Good morning, Castle. Good morning, Snake. Good morning, Early Edge fam. Have you checked your calendars at week 4? Yeah, wait. Have we been talking about week 4 for 250 days? You're darn right we have. Why? Because we've got 6 games between top 25 teams. First time since 2006. A September Saturday has had 6 games between top 25 teams. We've got 8 games between teams with a 0 in the loss column. And yes, while that does include, your Ohio State and Notre Dame, it also includes Rutgers and Michigan. Who knew? This is the biggest September Saturday in more than a decade. I am fired up to break it on down with y'all.
Paris said it best. I missed 95% of the live shows, but I cannot express how exciting it is to be here with this crew. That's exactly the reaction we're looking for because we love doing it more than anything. All of us. By the way, Sniper, it looks like your entrance is starting to catch fire a little bit. They're liking it in the chat. I got to say, I think I like Sniper's intro. Interesting. Brand awareness.
I do what I can whenever I can to stave off the misery.
By the way, if you haven't watched my man on social media, go check out. We got a new segment. We're going to be growing it together. But we're going to feed into the miserableness of the sniper. That's what we're going to do. Now, we got a lot to get to today, gentlemen. So we got to jump right in. Marquee matchups. Now, we can talk about college football. We will later. We can talk NFL. We will later with our NFL props extravaganza at 4 p.m. Eastern this afternoon. But right here and right now, we're talking about baseball. We're talking about home run props because those still put money in our bank. So we can bet on football. That's what we do it for. Aaron Judge, Spencer Torkelson, Kyle Schwarber, who's having a monster year, Peter Alonso, and Christian Walker. So, Sniper, let's start with you. Who's going the yard today?
Yeah, nothing in particular on these matchups jumped out to me. So who hit the most home runs? Either Kyle Schwarber or Pete Alonso this season. Alonso against Taijuan Walker in Philadelphia. Schwarber against Tyler Megill, also in Philadelphia. Alonso's a little bit more due. It's been a little bit, but Schwarber's at home. A little bit better matchup there. Plus, as Chip pointed out before, Kyle Schwarber and I both played club sports at Indiana, so I'm going to go with Schwarber.
Phil says miserable Matt is the best Matt. We agree. Michael.
The only version.
Says good early morning from Hawaii. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. All right, Counselor, I'm coming to you, big boy. You're busy, but not too busy to tell me who's going to the yard.
Yeah, I'm going to channel the guru and a little bit of the sniper. I'm going Kyle Schwarber here against McGill, who I believe was one of the actors in Better Call Saul. But either way, plus 350. Listen, Kyle Schwarber's average, his batting average is semi-hilarious, but he does hit home runs. He's hit a couple home runs in the last week. He's playing at home. McGill, he's been okay lately, but I mean, listen, Kyle Schwarber, if he makes contact, it's going to be a home run. I think plus 350 is decent. Let's go.
All right. Chip, where are we going?
What in the world is a Spencer Torkelson?
Yes.
We've been doing home run props, and I have not seen a
followed college baseball. He was #1 overall pick at Arizona State.
Well, that's again baseball program right there. Yeah, we're going to Torkelson. Okay, we've been doing home run props every single week all summer. I ain't never seen a Torkelson out here. I thought I'm being punked. Let's go Torkelson.
Well,
he's also a road team. Detroit's on the road, so you know I love my road teams in the home run props.
100%. You get an extra at bat sometimes. This thing's gotten completely out of control. I'm reading off the board today, Buckets. I'm reading roll the dice, Buckets. What are we doing? But I got to let him play. Buckets, please, please, please. What do you have?
Coach, we are going off the board. I've got my odds pulled up right here, so you know we have to go with the classic. Uh-oh.
Did you freeze?
No, I'm still here, but I am just now realizing that there is more than one Jorge in the MLB, and I pulled up the wrong Jorge odds. So we're not going with Soler because I don't know what he's at. Instead, we're going with Jorge Polanco for the Minnesota Twins to go the yard today, Coach, because that's the Jorge I have pulled up at the moment.
And what are the odds on that, Buckets?
Plus 325. I do not know what team he plays for, but I'm feeling really confident about this one.
Twins. Sniper, can you help us, please?
Twins. Yeah. I mean, not the worst bet in the world, but it's like he's not a high volume home run guy, but it could happen.
Is he in the starting lineup at least?
In all likelihood.
Is he a coach?
Yeah, he's an everyday player.
Yeah, Chip. Let's play a plus 325, and he's pinch hitting tonight in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just keep in mind, for those of you who are new going, are they serious? Buckets is very serious. The rest of us, not so much. But this is also the same guy who's still waiting on the Giants on the money line last night at plus 450. That didn't work out so well for you, Buckets. That didn't work out so well for you. But I will tell you that at BetMGM, you can bet on whatever you want. And new BetMGM customers, we got you. You can sign up today and get $200 in bonus bets. Just place your first wager of at least $10, and you will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets, regardless of your wager's outcome, with bonus code EDGE200. And before you type something to me in the chat, we have spoken. We are talking, too, about taking care of the existing customers as well. I told you, day one, we're going to be working for everybody. So I promise you we're working on it. There's some legalities that go into it, but we're working on it. We love BetMGM. Absolutely love it. Now, this morning we have a production meeting. We like to get together and chop it up. And the sniper was just a little bit late, but for a very good reason. The man's on 24/7. Where? Snake?
We need the sports news anywhere.
We've got breaking news to bring you.
Then get your sports anytime you want them. Big trade news overnight to discuss.
Because we know you need sports all the time.
A lot of movement in the rankings this week.
A legend adds to their legacy.
We're bringing you that breaking news right here on HQ.
CBS Sports HQ, anywhere, anytime, all the time.
Taylor says, it's okay. Buckets went 2-0 on its soccer plays yesterday. I guess that is the great equalizer, cashing tickets for the crew. I like it a lot. By the way, Sniper, you just got off HQ this morning. Do you have anything else this weekend from HQ you can tease?
I'm going to be on again tonight. Let me check my schedule here. I have a little reporter's notepad where I have all my segments on. Yes. So I'm on at 8 o'clock and then again at 11:30. 11:30 could get pushed back, though. If there's a no-hitter scare, which seemingly happens every single day at this point, and I have to wait until the end of that game. Not that I'm complaining. Not that I'm miserable about it. I'm just saying.
Hey, why would you ever do that?
I don't know.
He's on at 8. I will be hosting the entire 6 o'clock hour tonight because I called the bosses and I said, listen, we got to get into the weekend with energy, with passion, with picks. They said, oh, okay, you get to do the 6 p.m. show. So I'll be hosting tonight without Buckets. But right here, right now, the man left for 2 weeks. He dislocated ribs. He got on wrong trains. He didn't even know what the Japanese subway system did. But somehow he got on the plane back to the United States, got back to his hometown, got back to his seat, and somehow you're back on your show. Buckets, start us off. We need a day. Let's go.
Let's give ourselves a day, Coach. I've got 2 picks for us going to some of our favorite leagues, and we're going to be starting in France, where we have the incredible League, which is a pretty good league to bet on here, Coach. We've got a fantastic matchup between AS Monaco hosting OGC Nice. It is spelled the exact way as nice, but trust me, this team is not very nice. See what I did there? Wordplay. I'm evolving as a personality here. But what we're doing is we're going to bet on goals, because anytime you see AS Monaco in a game, and if you bet with us here on the show on Liga, you know that you have to bet on goals, because this Monaco team doesn't have defense. They don't care about defense. They're going to beat you by scoring 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. They'll probably concede 1, 2, or 3 in the process, but it just doesn't matter. They're averaging over 4 goals right now per game, and every single one of their games this season has gone over 2.5 goals. We're sticking with the classic here, over 2.5 goals, which is currently at minus 135. I do like their team total. I do like BTTS as well, a little bonus for the people watching live, but we're going to make our official pick over 2.5 goals for that first match. And then we're going to another one of our favorite leagues here, which is the German Bundesliga. This match is at 3 p.m. this afternoon. We've got VfB Stuttgart hosting Darmstadt. This is one of our favorite leagues on earth. If you haven't heard of Darmstadt, by the way, they're newly promoted. That's why. They're not usually in the top flight here. But Stuttgart is a bit of a bizarre team right now, because this is a team that last season, they finished 16th on the table and had to play in a relegation playoff to avoid dropping to the Schwein-Bundesliga. So they were terrible last year. And now this year, out of nowhere, they're the top scoring team in Germany. More goals than Bayern Munich, more goals than Bayer Leverkusen, more goals than Dortmund. This team by themselves are averaging over 4 goals scored a game right now, and they're just running over everybody. A big part of this is because they did pick up Serhou Girassi, who is currently leading the Golden Boot race in Germany here. But anytime you see Stuttgart again, you just bet on goals. Take both teams to score and over 2.5 goals this game to get that juice down to minus 105, Coach.
I will ask all of you at home one very, very simple question. Do you want to do the work? I didn't think so. Well done, Buckets. Well done. All right, now, you know, whenever we have 4 superstars, I mean absolute superstars, I've got to separate, 2 of the bigger personalities. So Sniper, normally you get to go last on any day that's not named Friday. So if you don't mind, sir, I would love it, out of all the respect in the world, for you to go next.
Okay. That sounds good to me. We hit on the Braves over. What was funny about that?
Nothing. It was just funny how you said it. You're like, all right, I'll do it.
All right, sure.
Whatever. You guys are just being mean to me again. Ridiculous. Trying to do my play over here, and you're just interrupting. It just messes with my flow.
Bad. Our bad.
All right. Anyway, I can't even find where I was on here. I guess I'll go with Braves over 5.5 runs again, like I did last year. Oh, wait, that hit with ease. So, yes, we will stick with what works there. Patrick Corbin on the mound for the Nationals, 5.00 ERA this year. It's 5.20 at home. Last 5 games against the Braves, he's allowed 20 runs. That's his last 5 starts against the Braves, and he's only lasted 17 1/3 innings there. The Braves absolutely feast against left-handed pitching. They're the best team in baseball against lefties. Well, they're the best team in baseball against everybody, but they're great against lefties too. Speaking of against left-handers, Ozzie Albies, career against Patrick Corbin, he's 13 for 30. That's a .433 average with 3 doubles, 3 home runs, and a triple. He is ridiculous as a righty against lefties. Remember, he's a switch hitter. 387 average this year against lefties with a 613 slugging. He's a much better hitter on the road for whatever reason. We don't need to know the reason. We can just go with it. He hits second in that order. So he's got Ronald Acuna in front of him. He's got Austin Riley and Matt Olson behind him cleaning up. So we're going to be on hits plus runs plus RBIs over 2.5, but it's only at the minus 105 there. Also, we are going to go elsewhere. I have one more today. It's not just with the Braves. I don't want to be exactly like AB, so I'm going to diversify a little bit. Tyler Glasnow, over 7.5 strikeouts. It's only at minus 105 on BetMGM. Make sure you go to BetMGM for this. I looked elsewhere, and it was up to minus 115, minus 119 at a couple others. minus 105 at BetMGM on Glass now. He has a 2.81 ERA at home with 76 strikeouts and only 51 and a third innings. High volume strikeouts at home. Playing against the Blue Jays today, they haven't seen him since May 21st of 2021, all the way back then. They haven't seen him in a long time. Coach, when the guy with the stuff of Tyler Glasnow hasn't seen a team in a while, the unfamiliarity for the hitters is really bad. I talk about that a lot. There will be a lot of swings and misses today in the Trop.
Hashtag educate and entertain, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag educate and entertain. And apparently we're all the jerks, Sniper. Everybody, stop interrupting Sniper. Oh, you're ruining his flow. What? Wow, Sniper's like just buckets. He's like, what?
Nothing.
What?
It's funny that I'm being accused of ruining someone's flow, Coach. I would never stoop to that level and try to do that to someone. You know me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do know you. We all know you, Bucket. We all know you. Now,
take a drink of water again, or at least try.
Don't do that. I don't want to buy you another computer. All right. All right. Now, there's so many sports that we're focused on. We just had an incredible take from the Sniper on baseball. We already had soccer. But here at CBS, we've got a lot of different platforms. And we cannot believe that we get two conferences on the same day, which is Saturday. Snake?
Saturday, doubleheader action on CBS. Ole Miss takes on the Tide in Alabama. Then a primetime whiteout as Iowa faces Penn State. Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Ooh, I encourage you. You still have time. Our college mega preview. It's in your feed on this channel. Me, Chip, ABC. We talk about both of those games. Break them down top to bottom, left to right. Take the time. Watch the show. All right. Now, I said we had 4 superstars. I also have one that literally can do everything. He may talk football last night on Primetime Early Edge, but today he transforms into First 5. See ya. Counselor.
Coach, I got to tell you, I think Sniper might be going for your job. He just repped BetMGM really hard, and then he said, ruining my flow. I'm just throwing it out there. I think he might be trying to step into the host chair. I've seen this happen before. Just watch your back is all I'm saying.
I will. Thank you.
Speaking of watching backs, I'm taking the Orioles First 5 on the road against Cleveland, like the spot Cleveland is in right now. But this is really a fade. Well, it's a fade on Shane Bieber, but it's really more of a play on the Orioles here. So Bieber, he was on the IL for a couple months, and before he was on the IL, he was actually quite bad. The last time he played the Orioles, he was quite bad. He got rocked by the Orioles on May 31st. But Dean Kramer's been really good. I mean, he's not the talent that Shane Bieber is, and he's not a strikeout guy either, but he's limiting hits, he's limiting runs. I really like the spot the Orioles are in. Cleveland is not officially eliminated from the playoff race, but they're effectively like one more loss in their excuse me, they're eliminated. So I like the Orioles First 5 here. Money line minus 112. You all know I have a big history of liking Bieber, but it's not Shane, it's Justin. So give me Dean Kramer here on the road. We're getting a nice number here because the Orioles are on the road here. Minus 112 is great. Even if it's minus 120, which it is at some places, I like it there too. Give me the Orioles First 5.
When you love it so much, the juice doesn't matter because when they cash it, they never go, oh, look at the juice. They just say, here's your money. Which is why I always find it comical when many of you go, oh, you played that yesterday, and we cashed that yesterday. I'm not talking about yours, Counselor, just in general. Now, we've heard from Buckets. We've heard from Sniper. We've heard from the Counselor. We've even heard from our promos department. But when we get to this part of the show, I just like to sit back and enjoy the ride. Chip, floor is yours.
Let's start on Friday night. We got a little ACC action in Charlottesville, and let me tell you about Whoopsie Daisy Rate. I'm going to say it one more time because you don't believe what I said. It is Whoopsie Daisy Rate. How many times for every single drop back are you leading to a fumble or an interception? Because Virginia quarterback Anthony Calandria thrown into the fire, and whoopsie daisy, he has 3 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, a couple lost fumbles as well. This guy just coughs the ball up over and over again, and the quarterback on the other side for NC State is Brennan Armstrong. Where have I heard Brennan Armstrong's name before? Oh, yeah. Averaging 400 yards per game for Virginia in Charlottesville. So he's going to be walking into the comfy confines where he absolutely lit it up 2 years ago. NC State needs to get back on the right foot offensively. I think Armstrong is the way. And I will say this is It's a real like stinky line. I get it. But like sometimes it's something smells up in the attic. You got to go investigate and you'll find out exactly how to take care of business. That's what we're doing with the Wolfpack. Okay, now we're going to get to principles. Real principles. There ain't nothing stinky about this. Instead, it's windy. Specifically, it's going to be windy in Laramie. Because when CBS Sports Network gets down on War Memorial Stadium in Wyoming, it'll be 22 to 25 degree crosswinds. And you're going to try to throw the ball through 25-mile-an-hour crosswinds in Laramie, Wyoming? Oh, no! It's going to be windy in Laramie. So we go under because we are men and women of principle. Under 43. Catch it on CBS Sports Network. I believe we got Emily Proud from 24/7 Sports, CBS Sports HQ on the call as well. So, add a screen to your Saturday night experience.
That was an experience. Lori says, I'm laughing my off. I wish Chip would get a little more excited. Nick says, what the hell is going on? I love it.
That's really the response I get the most. I would say that's the most frequently used response.
I always say yes, and he's on our team. Because when you put a crew together, you want it all to fit, everybody to have their place, everybody to know what's going on and give their absolute very best. That's what these four do every single day, and I appreciate it so much. So with all that being said, we've heard all of the takes. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. Here's a recap courtesy of the Snake, always on the ones and the twos. We got soccer. That happens during the day in the United States. Monaco and Nice. Let's go over 2.5 minus 135. Then in the Bundesliga, Stuttgart and Darmstadt, both teams are scoring over 2.5 minus 105. And you heard, if you're watching live, he likes a couple other plays in those games too. Hashtag it pays to watch live. Sniper, 3 big plays tonight. Braves team total over 5.5 minus 130. Sailed easily over that last night. Ozzy Elbes over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs minus 105. And Tyler Glasnow, you're giving me this? Over 7.5 Ks. He dominates tonight. He goes 8 strong with 9 strikeouts. We catch that easy. Then first 5 Sia. All over 1 big play today. Orioles first 5 money line minus 112. And then my man Chip, 1 play tonight, 1 play tomorrow. NC State minus 8.5. App State, Wyoming, under 43. And one final reminder, do not forget today at 4 p.m. Eastern time, it's our weekly props extravaganza with me, Prop Stars, Uncle Dave, and EC. And all of our odds powered by BetMGM. Turn on your notifications. You might be walking around. You might be at work. Ding. You know that show starts at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Once again, thanks to the crew for making every day so enjoyable. Hopefully you all feel the same way. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Big Pick Energy Friday tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Sniper, Counselor, Buckets, Chip, and my man Snake. How good is the show look? Are you kidding me? Network quality stuff from my man behind the scenes. I am simply the coach. Trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.